And an opportunity for these guys to get loose, find the range. We're almost at game time, folks. It's a very special day on the calendar. Noche Latina, commemorating the NBA's connection. And it's opening night. Great to be here with you, Clark.
Always great to be with you as well, B.A. And this is perhaps my favorite night of the year when you talk about the NBA opening night. So much excitement, so much anticipation, and we know the rest of the season will deliver.
And let's take a look at Boston's starting lineup. The perimeter pairing, it's White and Brown. Tatum is the 4 with Porzingis at center. And it's Holiday in at the 1. Brown, and makes it with the kiss.
Strong and explosive Jaylen Brown is a tough matchup in the painted area.
Doncic outside. James up top. Shoots over Brown. A tad short, but it's good off the front iron.
Fading back. Nobody there to even challenge him.
And so it's Holiday who brings up the ball for the Boston Celtics. Last time they met in Boston.
And that one, the other team could not keep up with them offensively. They were prolific.
Yeah, you know, you can't allow them to get into a rhythm on offense. Once that happens, then you're in trouble.
The shot by Reeves, no good.
A rare miss for him at point-blank range. That's one he'd like to have back.
It's stolen by Doncic. Now the Lakers moving it up. Here's Hachimura. Holiday grabs the miss. And stolen by Hayes. Doncic against Holiday. Back to Doncic. James outside. Shoots over Brown. And once again, off the mark by Los Angeles.
1 of 5 to start the game. They have to slow down and just play their brand of basketball.
The Lakers have gone 1 of 5 to start things off. And he's going for the oop here. Tatum with a steal. And around 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Three-pointer. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. You know, Grant, in interviews, Jason Tatum often seems understated and soft-spoken. But that's just him, isn't it?
That's true, B.A. Tatum has a quiet confidence about him. He doesn't feel the need to be loud or act out. He lets his work on the court do all the talking for him.
Now here's Tatum. What a tremendous game he played against Portland. Fires the 3, sinks it from distance.
You gotta respect the response from Tatum. I mean, this guy just loves to compete.
Doncic with it, guarded now by Holiday. Hachimura, and he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. Kristaps Porzingis picks one up.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
Definitely saved the layup with that foul, and he'll make him earn them from the line, and that's what you want to see.
Clark, Hachimura has always been a monster with his strength. He knows how to use his frame.
He sure does, and he has an ample frame, B.A. And working out with LeBron during the summer and training certainly hasn't hurt him in that regard. He knows how to use his body, but he's also become a pretty reliable three-point shooter and all-around scorer. You cannot be reckless around Porzingis. He's skilled at seeking out contact and drawing the foul while he's shooting.
That misses, so he splits the free throws. One thing you can say about Boston, Grant, they know how to put a team together.
Yeah, the Celtics' consistency of winning is just impressive, both now and throughout their entire history. They are really the gold standard in this league, and it's mostly because of great draft picks and great trades.
Tatum can't hit. And so James will bring it up for Los Angeles. From downtown, and it falls. 2 for 3 from the field so far.
I think LeBron is best shooting the ball off the dribble. His accuracy, spot on.
Back to Porzingis. It's deflected. Doncic with it. Pass to Hachimura. Brown against James. Just 5 to shoot. Here's the teardrop. Hayes, the pass to James. It's James on the wing. That one a tad offline, but it drops in for him. James has got 7.
You know, so far he's been dominant this period, making the most of his opportunities.
Holiday against Doncic. Inside, here's Porzingis. Good.
Inside, Porzingis has a lot of advantages. He's stronger than he looked, and we know how tall he is, north of 7 feet, and he's got a super soft touch.
To the paint. Here's James. And it's James with the jam.
Ball distribution was there. I mean, outstanding work all the way around.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
I did briefly speak with J.J. Redick. I asked him what makes Kristaps Porzingis such a great player. He said, look at him. He's over 7 feet. He's just a huge guy. Kristaps has serious skill on offense, and defensively that size can really be a factor. He's a two-way problem. It'll be interesting to see how they play him tonight.
Thank you for that, Allie.
Yeah, just a little off his game this quarter. He's trying to work his way into a rhythm.
Down low. And finished off by Hayes.
Luke is so smart to get other guys involved in the action. Very good at not forcing it and trying to do everything himself.
Pass to Porzingis. James with a steal. 3-on-3. Oh, and the jam by James.
Tell you what, just add that one to the highlight reel. James is truly one of the greatest slam dunkers of all time.
Now Holiday hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Pass to White. Deflects the pass. And stolen by Reeves. Here's Doncic. Out to James. From outside the arc. It's rebounded by Jaylen Brown.
Already +5 in terms of rebound margin.
Pretty clear. They're dominating that area. They've come out with a lot more energy and effort so far.
And Tatum with the basket on the assist by White. Tatum's got 5.
Tell you what, Tatum using his length for positioning inside, able to operate well in the paint.
Hachimura sets a screen. And here's Doncic outside. Offensive board. And stolen by Holiday. And here's Brown for 3. Hachimura with a rebound. Los Angeles leading by 8. Doncic outside. Hachimura with a screen on Holiday. Doncic finds Reeves. They double him with White. 6 to shoot. Doncic. Tatum with the block.
There's the length Tatum provides on the defensive side. He can change a game on that end. And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Here's White. Outside Holiday. From the arc. It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt.
And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him.
Celtics trail by 8. Brown looking around to the middle. It's stolen by James. Fast break. Here come the Lakers. Jacks up a 3. And it's Reeves with the 3. And taking a quick gander here at the hustle stats for the Lakers.
Well, their hands resulting in plenty of steals in the early going, keeping the opposition there off balance.
You know, points off turnovers is something else they've excelled in. I expect the opponent at least to try to squeeze that orange a little better.
Ooh, a great look there. Brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Pass to Hachimura. Tatum with a steal. Fast break. Here come the Celtics. On the wing, Holiday. Guarded by Doncic. Now Tatum. There's the triple. And the shot is good on the assist by Holiday. Holiday's got his 3rd assist of the night.
Yeah, stretching that defense all the way to the sidelines. Tatum with a nice shot.
Doncic against Holiday. To the inside. Outside Reeves. Screen by James. Just 5 on the clock. And it's James with the jam.
Yet another stellar night for LeBron offensively so far. In some ways, he's just unstoppable.
White looking it over. Left side, Holiday. Porzingis in the post. He's against Hayes. And a slam dunk by Porzingis.
Outstanding work from Porzingis that time, creatively sending that one home.
And Drew Holiday gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul.
His first personal foul. Second team foul.
Here's Doncic. Hayes with a screen on Holiday. On the wing, Reeves. For three, James. Tatum pulls it in. Tatum's got 4 rebounds in the game. Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. And Brown with the stuff.
We've come to expect plays like that from Brown. He won't waste any opportunity to throw it down.
Hachimura left side. From deep, Reeves. The shot comes out. Here's White. Poke loose. And we've reached the end of the first quarter. The Lakers on top, up by 4. And quarter number 2 will get underway just after this short break. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. What do you guys think about Los Angeles here in this one?
Well, it's simple. When you can dominate the boards at both ends, you can control the second chance touches.
And, you know, their rebounding advantage has been glaring, simply outworking them on the boards for that entire first quarter.
At the forward slots, it's LeBron and Hachimura. Luka Doncic is out there with Austin Reeves. And it's Hayes in at the center position. That's the group for the Lakers to kick off the second quarter.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the board, we're certainly seeing the effort.
When they get their opportunity to punch it inside, they don't hesitate.
It's Brown on the wing. Fires for 3. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Hayes has got 7 rebounds in the game. Down low. No, stop it in there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity in a 3-point play. That one on Tatum. And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling in with a story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Thanks. Many consider this summer to be the most challenging field in the history of international basketball. Nevertheless, Team USA got it done in Paris. It's not getting any easier, but the star power of the U.S. men's team shined bright in the City of Lights. Guys, a classic ending for a stacked U.S. roster.
What a performance. Shams Charania with the report. Thanks, Shams. Holiday against Doncic. Hayes. And finished off by Hayes.
Capable of running the offense. Doncic, fantastic at getting his teammates involved.
Now approaching 2 minutes of action here in the second. Outside, Brown. Pass to White. Now here's Tatum. Hachimura covering. And finished off by Tatum.
Over the years, we've really seen Tatum elevate his offensive game. Now he's a dynamic, multi-level scorer.
We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Pass to Brown. Let's go with a 3. Downtown, Jaylen Brown.
You know, early on, Brown struggled with his confidence taking threes. Now he's a knockdown threat.
And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, after some down years in Dallas, Kristaps Porzingis said, I really checked myself. From that point on, I started building my game back up. Sometimes when you're younger, your physical abilities might already be there, but your mental is not. Once that all clicks, that's when you've got something.
Well, it's a good way to think of it. Thanks, Allie. It's stolen by Doncic. Pass to Hayes. The shot is good. Doncic making the play. Doncic has got 5 assists in the game. And so it's Holiday who brings up the ball for the Celtics. They trail by 6. Well, last season we saw Luka Doncic score 73 points, tied for 4th most in NBA history, Clark.
Yeah, he is so special. And the thing about the 73 he got, it was the most efficient 70-point game in league history. And with how offense-heavy the league is going, I wouldn't put it past him to go north of Kobe Bryant's mark of 81.
Throw it down!
He didn't. Oh,
wow!
Man.
You want some?
Woo!
You got some!
He was looking in the basket on that one.
Los Angeles leading by 4. And here's Doncic. Last game he had 34 points. Jaylen Brown with a rebound.
And unlike some other guys, missing a wide-open look won't hurt his confidence at all.
Three-pointer goes up. Three-pointer goes down for White.
Boy, White is a capable three-point shooter now, and he does not need a lot of space or time to get off his shot.
And so J.J. Redick calls for the timeout. He's going to gather the troops and talk it over. All right, some time here to take a look at the 2K leaderboard. Here were the league's top shooting squads from last year. Los Angeles, 2nd.
They were so consistent with their shooting. Maybe not lights out, but they played smart and didn't let good looks go to waste.
Here in the 2nd quarter, just under 3.5 minutes play. Doncic with it. Guarded now by Holiday. Reeves against Brown. Outside Reeves. Shot clock at 6. Hayes, the pass.
Solid na, double team. Yeah.
Doncic, no good. And here are the Celtics. They're on a 12-4 run. Pass to Tatum. Holiday with the ball. They kick it out to Porzingis.
Kahabol na ng play.
Does not get the same kind of gas that other guys do.
Okay, nang sa tuturbo ka na ng mga ayop na Lebron ka. Oy, lakas! Ano, kinadena na, nakawala pa rin.
In the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best.
Boston has gone 2 of 5 from distance here in the 2nd quarter. James against Brown. Holiday passes to Brown. It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
Support,
Got 4 rebounds now. The 3. Doncic counted.
This match. Iwan na iwan si Brown eh.
Brown finds White. Inside. Here's Porzingis. Rebounded by LeBron.
You know, the fact is, he's not a lot from there, but he was open enough to where he should have hit that shot.
And Los Angeles.
Grabe yun.
He's been a rock of offensive support so far. When they needed a basket,
Yeah, ano po.
Now here's Holiday. No lane basket.
Lakas.
It's stolen by James. Fast break. Here come the Lakers. From deep, here's Doncic. And it's
Ay, grabe disrespect na yun.
Tatum's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
Just hasn't found much consistency from the floor. His teammates have picked up
Sayang. Ina
The
mo.
Lakers lead by 7.
Delegates yung mga ganon.
Doncic with it. Guarded now by Holiday. The ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Doncic.
Hindi na wala tira na rekta, no?
They stage a great offense that defense is
Meron din sa akin, minsan.
And they wanted to make an impact on the defensive end and accomplish that goal. First in the league in blocks, a defensive powerhouse. You know, Clark, with the Lakers, at times it is hard to maintain a sense of continuity.
Well, it sure is, B.A. I mean, there's always pressure to improve or be at your best, but even more so when you're playing in the glitz and glamour of L.A. and all that history. And because of that, sometimes it can lead to high team turnover when you're playing for the Lakers.
Pass to Doncic. Hachimura sets a screen. Doncic passes to James. Shoots from the baseline.
Nice, kamali ka doon.
Another missed by Doncic.
It's been an ugly quarter for him. Trying to shoot his way out of it. Might be time to work on the playmaking skills.
Here's Brown. Here he goes.
Wow, mismatch.
Brown is at his best when he takes it inside. Defense has no idea what to do with it.
Ang ina mo, bro.
Looks like LeBron could play
Bilis
forever.
mo, nandun
He
ka
stated
agad.
that he doesn't have much time left.
Well, it's unbelievable that he sustained this level of excellence for as long as he has. I would be surprised if we see this type of longevity ever again.
Clark, what's incredible about LeBron? He makes as big of an impact off the court as he does on it.
B.A., I think he's going to be one of the great case studies when he's all done playing. How he's impacted the game and uplifted people across country and world. He's a tremendous advocate for social justice.
Ande.
Successful business.
Gago mo din na shoot. Tawin ang tinigyan pa ako ng foul. Ayaw na ng points. Gago.
He'd like to see in other folks, inspiring along the way.
Kicks it to Doncic. Looking to get it going.
Oh,
Nice
wow.
D from Brown. Boston trailing. White finds Brown. Here's Porzingis. Oh, it's Porzingis with the jam.
Nice one.
Aggressive one-hand slam right there.
Man, as long as he's confident about it, I'm good with it. Maybe use two hands next time. He knows where he is.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
Doncic feeling it out a bit. Over Holiday.
Very good.
No good.
You kind of wonder where his head's at. The shot selection hasn't been there. And of course, that one was just crazy.
Outside White. Back to Brown.
Ay! Sayang!
So he'll be into the line.
Nabitin.
And you look at Jalen
Wala.
Brown. Not many wings have the strength he has.
Yeah, Jalen Brown could dunk over a brick wall. And he could dunk
Oo, hirap eh.
the wall, too.
Lebron malakas eh. Lebron matatago.
He's on his way to the rim.
Look, you got to give Brown a lot of credit for his growth as a shooter. That wasn't something he did when he first got to the league.
holiday.
Put in a lot of work. He shoots it well
Okay,
from the
tomorrow
low-end
noon.
line.
Good man. The defender really went after him.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give him a chance for the and one.
Clark, when you watch Luka Doncic play, how is he able to just control the games like he does?
He's a savant. That's all I can say. He's way ahead of himself. And this guy's been a pro since he was 13 or 14 years old.
Ano?
There's nobody else in the NBA that can pull that.
Sina lang.
So, unique in that regard. Great size.
Yan, just na lang. Para 3 points pa rin.
Underrated stretch. And then his vision, his pace, all of that is what allows him to really not ever mess that up.
Hey.
Out of control.
And so it's Doncic with it. He brings it up for Los Angeles. And that one goes in. He's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw.
Wala. Sa ina na kaya no eh. Oh, if na ito program.
And the free throw,
Yeah,
no good.
program.
Doncic is a do-it-all player. I mean, he does everything for this team, including being a walking triple-double threat on a game-by-game basis.
Brown, no good. The Lakers have gone 8 of 15 in the second. From Pete Reeves.
Yeah. Tiga na mabiya.
Afford to give up that kind of look very often.
James
Oh,
with
yan
the
si
steal.
Lole.
Pushing it up. Here's LeBron.
Bawal.
Doncic outside. Pass to James. Back to Doncic.
Bawal.
Out of the air. It's a block. White, the pass to Porzingis. On the wing, Tatum. This one for 3. Rebounded by
Wala,
LeBron.
tama yan sila.
James has got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's Doncic.
Nice. Dali ko doon.
Wasting any time and taking the shot and hitting it.
Diretso pa.
Doncic has got 9 points now in the quarter.
Diretso pa.
Celtics trail by 3. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Brown finds Tatum. Outside White. And here's Brown for three. And 6 for 12 after that one.
Shut out from beyond the arc in the first quarter. He's now got 2 for the game.
They set the pick. Doncic on the tape.
Galing! Uy!
Porzingis has got 4 rebounds now. To the middle. 1 second left.
Ay! Putang ina sa play!
This game is tied. And we'll be back for the second half following the break.
Nagkakago, no? Beef. Trying to beef, motherfucker. Ah.
Parang pa tayo. Pasag yung ano, pinilit ko sa second, basa, hindi pa nila i-focus.
Hello and welcome. Before we take a look at the action from the first half, a brief overview of some upcoming games.
Taking a look here now at Boston, you really get to see what they're made of. After your hard work in the offseason, yeah, you have big changes, and then you have subtle changes. Everything in preparation for this moment.
Try na lang the
Celtics in the close first half they played.
You love to see this kind of chemistry. It's like our chemistry on the set. Everyone knows his right.
Ano lang tama yan, tamang tamad.
I can't disagree with Shaq. It feels good to be there.
Ha?
I can't run away from this conversation fast enough.
You know, tangin, hindi ako nakabalbal kanina eh. Sindi lang
Thanks
ako.
for tuning in. Now it's time to head back over to Brian Anderson.
Hindi, gusto ko talaga lagi akong bata. Kaso wala, hindi ako nakakuha kan, tatagal mag-reply ng tropa. Siyempre, pipiliin ko speed. Oo.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one. Both teams trying to gain an edge. You know, LeBron James has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, tonight, he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
Yeah, you know what, guys? They gave him too many free runs to the hoop in the first half. I think they've got to be a lot tougher on him. Body him up, be physical with him.
Kicking off the second half, here's Joe Mazzulla's five.
Bumaba bigla tol. Kitang-kita pa.
And it's Porzingis in at the 5, roaming the paint. It's stolen by Holiday. Now the Celtics on the move. Here's Brown. Pass to Tatum. Outside Holiday. Now White. Inside. White gets it to go.
Wow. The assist numbers certainly
Ganda ng arawan, shoot no.
They've really emphasized ball movement here today.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
Reeves, the pass to Doncic. Back to Reeves. 5 to shoot. To Hachimura. The 3.
Hachi pala! Tangina mo hapon. Kala ko tulog ka.
Showing why you got to be up on him defensively.
Holiday against Doncic.
ISO.
Tatum looking it over. Pass to White. Lets it go from deep. Doncic goes down the board.
They dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
Hachimura, pass to Hayes. Here's Doncic.
Ganda! Sayang!
Tatum's got double-digit rebounds now in the game. And when you look at the Lakers, a lot has happened since their championship run in 2020.
Yeah, it really
Goy.
I think some of it you have to attribute it to a significant amount of roster.
Oy!
And then you pair that with coaching changes. One of the keys to being successful in anything and at any level and in the NBA, stability, continuity. You've got to have it. Executive management team, coaches, and players. And they've not had that, so the consistency has been hard to find.
Los Angeles, they've got 2 of 3 from the floor in this third quarter. Outside Reeves, for the lead. The shot is good.
Itang kita, itang double team yan.
Doncic just got 6 assists now in the game. And so it's Holiday who brings up the ball for the Boston Celtics. Following this one, they hit the road to challenge the Kings at Golden One Center in Sacramento. They are square in the middle of a 7-game road tour. Here's Tatum. No good again that time. The Lakers lead by 3. James, right side. Brown with the steal. Fast break. Here we go. Porzingis passes to Holiday. Cashes in the corner 3.
That assertive, confident attitude. And Holiday knew as the pass was coming his way, he was going to catch it and let it go.
Doncic is doubled. Hayes, the pass to Hachimura. Got a piece of it. Tatum with it. Picked up by Reeves. Shoots. Pulled the shot. Hey. His way, though. Tatum's got 19 points.
Tigan na ako doon.
Oh! On a backcourt violation.
Step backcourt. Grabe nga, step back king ka.
To the paint. And there's White. That's good on the assist by Holiday. And now a 4-point Celtic lead.
Nice dime drop there from Holiday. Excellent awareness.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Brian, it's great hearing
Gago.
Joe Mazzulla talk shop. He said everybody tries to break basketball up into offense and defense, but it's one game. Your spacing, decision-making, and shot selection set up your defense. That transition happens so fast. So the game is constantly changing. It's all connected, Brian.
No question. Thanks.
Okay.
Tatum passes to Brown.
Uy, wala. Tangina talagang isasablay ako ng program, tol.
2 for 2 from deep here on the third. To the inside. Hayes. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic.
Sa'yo daw talaga yun.
Doncic has got his 7th assist here tonight. The Celtics have gone 5 of 11 in this third quarter. Outside, Brown. Pass to Porzingis. James against Brown. Back to Porzingis. Outside Holiday. Clock at 4. Here's Brown. It's Hayes with the rebound.
Damn.
Hayes has got 11 rebounds in the game. Doncic with it. He's got 14. Now, here is James. Shoots over Brown. And it comes off the front of the rim.
Boy, that's got to be terribly frustrating there. I mean, with the defense not hustling, and he still misses. Boy, he wishes he had that one back.
Holiday passes to Porzingis. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Austin Reeves picks one up.
Oy, supply.
Size and length there when Porzingis is using his body.
Nanghiram na ng lakas.
The defense to be aggressive.
Nanghiram na ng lakas.
He got the big one there.
Tangina ka, Jay. Nanghiram pa ng lakas sa shabu.
Doncic against Holiday. And there's the lob. And finished off.
Well, that's square.
And it's amazing. Neither team has been able to hold the lead for any length of time.
Yeah, these guys are leaving it all on the floor tonight.
And stolen by Hayes.
He lit it.
James outside.
Bye-bye.
Off target with the 3. Boston trailer. Brown finds White. Back to Brown. Out of bounds, the Lakers will take it. All right, a chance now to take a look at the steals over the last few months for Drew Holiday.
I get the feeling he hasn't been paying as much attention defensively as he should be. His steal numbers have dipped in the past few months. He needs to get back some of that intensity on defense.
And here's Doncic outside. Boston pulls it in. Porzingis has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Inside. Oh, Tatum taking flight.
The athletic prowess of Tatum on full display.
Alegoy, nice assist, Alegoy.
The Lakers have gotten 6 of 10 shots to fall in this third quarter. Poked away. Brown
Nice one!
Doncic defending. And it's,
Bang! Di ka pa ibibigilan yan.
Brown with that amazing athleticism, putting on a show out
Athleticism.
there. Jams like that.
oh, doing damage above the rim. That was our AT&T 5G slam pick.
Isa pa. Parang inang floppy yan ah.
It's James on the wing. Kicks it to Doncic. Down to 5 on the shot clock. White, the pass to Porzingis. Porzingis
Grabe sila.
inside.
Daddy
Guys, let's
Force.
get your take on the hustle stats for Boston.
Well, their D has been a major story tonight. I mean, those steals and putting pressure on the ball.
Piniya!
Impressive. You know, we got to talk about how they've continued to force turnovers and turn those turnovers into points. They came out aggressive, and they've not let up.
From undrafted to closing games with LeBron and AD. Austin Reeves, what a story.
It really is a great story. I mean, this guy has just continued to prove the doubters wrong.
Dami ko sa play.
Nobody's allowed competed. He's fearless. He's got great skill. Doesn't lack for confidence. He's one of my favorite players to watch.
Back to Doncic. Hachimura with a screen on Holiday. Doncic passes to Hachimura. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Doncic. Over Holiday. They get it back. It's a one-on-one situation.
Ay!
A minute and a half left in the
Feeling ko
third
sa
quarter.
madadali. Oo.
To the middle. Here's Brown. And Brown with the stuff.
I don't think he could have been any more impressive than he was tonight. Brown is setting this place on fire.
Pass to Reeves. Deep three.
Hey! So far.
Brown's got his 5th rebound in this one. Tatum finds Holiday. 59 seconds left in the
Back to
third.
back.
Good.
Drilled one from deep in the first half and doing it again here in the second.
Oo, sinitwitch mo na yun bago pa mangyari.
Doncic right side. Over Holiday. Doncic against Holiday.
Oo nga, ano.
Takes a 3.
Iinit ang burak.
Doncic missing.
He's been just a little off the mark tonight. Really the story of the game so far.
Here's Porzingis. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of
Diretso si
shooting.
Daddy Long eh.
Well, you know, there's going to be contact with Porzingis.
Daddy
He's threatening
Long.
the basket like that. Defenders are worried about his outside shot, and sometimes they play a little bit
Daddy
behind in
Long.
that case.
Los Angeles has gone 3 of 7 from deep so far in the third quarter. And so he draws the
Ano,
foul.
pumaul pa yun?
And they want a
Challenge na
second
yan.
opinion on that call. The signal for the coach's challenge has
Third
been
na
made.
eh. Oh, ikaw na, kumara to. Ako pala.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, we've seen so many of these
Wala,
personal
umupo.
foul calls
Wala.
still disputed.
Ewan ko.
The area and a lot of these calls. But at least we have the option to take a second look. So the officials can be sure they get it
Hindi
right.
nakawala, ano, nasa ilalim na ilalim.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it
Politika to.
I think coach would challenge
Wala
that
kasi
call
Bron.
again if he could. He really disagreed
Wala
with
ka sa
the foul,
committee.
and he's still lead.
Wala ka sa committee si Bron. Sabay na parang natural. Hindi siya off. Hindi, ni-record lang naman din nila yan eh. Yung gamit yung mga suit, di ba? Yung sinusut-suit. LeBron.
First free throw is
Ay,
good.
choke.
Just really enjoyable watching
Isang choke
LeBron
naman dyan,
still do
boss.
his
LeBron.
thing. I mean, we're
Siya lang para sa
witnessing
fans.
extended greatness.
He's
Isa
off.
nga!
Boston on offense. They're on a 14-6 run. Pass to Porzingis. Back to White. Porzingis sets a screen. White, the pass to Porzingis. Up top, Tatum. Makes the three fly.
Wow! And his fantastic performance in the last game has carried over to tonight.
You know, that's how it goes with him. I mean, hot streaks, guys, don't last minutes, they last days.
Yun, nakaluwag-luwag.
They lead by 11 as the quarter
Bayo
comes to a
Dota.
close. Well, when you win the battle of turnovers, you typically win the battle of possession. We'll be right back.
Si ano, ang bilis na mag-transition na ito, pag-transition ball na. Porzingis, pre, bilis din. Pag kumate, talaga eh.
And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist.
Pag nahuli ka ng depth.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all
Patay!
sides.
Tinatanglan niya na ba?
May not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter. Stranger things.
Uy!
Reeves in
Di na napasa. Wow, tropa.
Hachimura is out there with Jackson Hayes. And it's Doncic in at the one. That's who's in the game for the Lakers. And stolen by Brown. Reeves against White. And here's Brown for three. And Reeves pulls it down. Reeves has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Let that old nigga fly.
Well, he seems anxious at times, guys. Somehow, some way, LeBron continues to rip off these insane sequences.
Easy play. Punish. Sinibron pa rin. Ayaw mo po ibaba kay Tatum. Tao-tao lang.
Simple one-hander, just like pound cake.
Looking to end this cold spell. Offensive rebound.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contribution.
On the wing, Holiday. Pass to Porzingis. Back to Holiday. Kick out to Brown. Oh, deflected. Clock at 6. And it's going to be out of bounds. Boston will have another go.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
You know, fellas, 1 second quicker, and that's going the other way.
We've gone about a minute and a half into this fourth quarter. Just 3 to shoot. Here's Tatum. That's short at the rim.
Oras eh.
He's got the ball here for Los Angeles. 11-point game. They're kicking off a 4-game road trip. Hayes, the pass to Doncic. Hayes with a screen on White. Doncic. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. That one on White.
Really got his defender off balance.
Nagsusu. Nagsusu.
Celtics lead by 10. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Holiday passes to Tatum. Pulls up on the wing. And he tries it off the glass, but it's no good. The Lakers have gone 1 of 4 since the fourth quarter began. Here's Doncic. Drives to the hoop. And there it is for him.
Savvy play call that time by Luka, creating some room for himself out there. Got some space, and that's what he needed.
Pass to Tatum. Porzingis with it. Back to Tatum. The 3 is up.
Wala.
Grabs the miss.
He didn't make them pay for that weak defense, but they just can't rely on him to miss those kind of shots.
And stolen by Brown. Now the Celtics on the move. Outside Porzingis. And here's White. Shot is good.
Nice, Calvo. Hindi pa umabot sa
White's
trash bitin.
got 9 points now in the second half.
Part of White's experience in the game is the
Or the
attention to
trees,
the
eh.
jump shot. And he's made great improvement in that area.
Hayes finds James.
Grabe si Brown, no?
Outside Reeves. Down low. Shot clock at 5. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Porzingis. 4 on the clock. Pulls it from the top of the key.
Absolute force at both ends of the floor.
Recovering.
He's hit a pair of threes each half, making a significant impact.
Tatum passes to Holiday. Back to Tatum. Outside Holiday. Late clock. The Celtics got to hurry here. Porzingis with room to shoot. And the sweet roll that time on the rim. That one falls. Porzingis has got 21 points in the game. Now Doncic. Pass to James. Hachimura with a screen on Brown. Back to Doncic. Over Holiday. Doncic, no good. Boston leading by 9. Tatum passes to Porzingis. Outside Tatum. Takes the three. It's rebounded by Los Angeles.
Nothing's going his way since the horn. I mean, it looks like he used up all his mates in the last quarter.
Here's James. Oh, and there's
Wala naman! Tang-inang nano challenge!
And James considered a franchise talent. Without question. This guy is the complete package.
Pero nararamdaman na. Ano yan?
Second free throw.
Nararamdaman mo na ba?
Here's Holiday. Left side, Brown. The kick to Tatum. Fires from deep. Corner shot, Tatum.
Making his mark from long range today. That's his second triple of the half, his 5th overall.
Pass to James. The shot's good. James has got 12 points in just the second half.
He's done everything he can to give them a lift tonight, but it hasn't been enough.
Here's Porzingis. To the paint. Here's Tatum. Tatum slams it home.
He's really a good passer for a big man, guys. Porzingis very solid setting up his teammates.
Reeves with a screen on Holiday. Pass to Reeves. Beyond the arc. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic.
Defensive mix-up there. He's the last guy you want to leave open.
And Luka Doncic is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
Holiday against Doncic. Out of bounds. The Lakers. Lakers trail by 8. Hayes with a screen on Holiday. To the inside. Doncic against Holiday. The three is up. And good for 3. Doncic has got 6 points in the quarter.
His first 3 of the half. That gives him 9 total points from beyond the arc so far.
To the middle. Here's Tatum. It's rebounded by Los Angeles. Hachimura's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
You wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the glass.
It's clearly been their edge, and in a close game like this, you look for every edge you can find.
James against Brown. Brown draws the double. Right side Porzingis. With some arc.
And they've really managed to dominate inside.
Playing the paint has gone almost entirely all their way.
Hayes with a screen on Holiday. Doncic launches from deep.
Brick after brick. I mean, that's been the story for him this quarter. I mean, he's got to rein it in down the stretch here.
Trying to close out. You got to know who's hot and who's not.
Pass to Hayes. Outside Reeves.
Ay! Pasok?
Jaylen Brown with a rebound. Brown's got 6 rebounds in the game. White, the pass to Holiday. Inside.
Mali, dat kanina pa eh.
Here's James. There's the drop.
Uy!
Jason Tatum with the
Ano
rebound.
ka? Tagalat ka na.
Tatum's got 13 rebounds in the game. Class eating. Down low. Here's Brown. Oh,
Ay, man, one. Sorry.
house move. He's got a chance for one more at the line. That one on Doncic. Free throw, no good for Brown.
What makes Brown special is his blend of smarts and effort.
Kaya pa.
He's not just an intelligent player, he also gives you a
Kaya
phenomenal
pa.
amount of energy out there.
You know, sometimes you don't like to see guys pull up from three-point range on the break, but for him, with nobody on him, that's a pretty good shot.
Holiday against Doncic. Brown passes to Holiday. 5 on the clock. Back to Tatum. It's Tatum working inside.
This is
Sumabay si
night
Hachi.
in and night out. Stellar production at the offensive end.
Doncic with it. Guarded now by Holiday. The shot by Reeves, no good. Celtics lead by 8. And here's Tatum. Releases. Porzingis misses.
Tell you what, that is a missed opportunity from mid-range for sure with this
Tama.
little
Bobo.
shown.
Oo.
Austin Reeves showing no fear down the stretch.
And Joe Mazzulla has called timeout. Great time to call his guys into the huddle at a very tense moment in this game.
Na sure, no?
Let's check in with our reporter, Ali LaForce.
Depends.
On Joe Mazzulla's huddle. And despite the lead, they are still coaching this team hard. In the huddle, they told their guys to stay alert. Do not give them anything easy. They want to protect this late lead, BA.
Okay, thanks, Ali. And Doncic has got the ball here for Los Angeles. Pass to Hachimura. Back to Doncic. Outside Reeves. Here's James. Defended by Brown.
Nice.
LeBron James is clutch. Not the first time he's done that, nor will it be the last.
Boston on offense. Outside Tatum. Outside White. Back to Tatum. Outside Holiday. Stolen by Reeves. James outside. Just 1 second separating the shot clock and the game clock. Doncic passes to Hayes.
3 seconds!
Gets a 3-second call.
Pero saan si Ace? Dito lang nakalabas eh. Palabas na eh, pre.
There's 14 seconds left in the final quarter. Tatum from long range. And Reeves pulls it down.
Meron pa.
Now here's Doncic.
Diba?
Such confidence as a
Delete the
passer.
foul.
Hits guys in stride and makes it look easy.
Joe Mazzulla calls timeout here. And a great call on his part. This is the time you want to be in sync right here. And so they foul intentionally. So it's a narrow victory for the Celtics. For the W. Emotional win for them.
Nagsumabla yung dalawa.
Just a fantastic accomplishment.
Suso. Celebran din eh, siya si Luka.
All right, let's send it down to Ali LaForce, who's with our player of the game.
Jason, with you guys being such a young team, how do you continue to improve to reach your potential?
We got to watch film. I mean, we did a lot of good things today. A lot of things we could have done better. And we just got to be...
Saan hindi na ako ganyan boses si Tatum eh. Boses Kike.
Poise normally comes with experience, but because you're so young, you're finding it early. Congrats.
Thanks, Alec. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. For Clark Kellogg, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching. And we present the player of the game, Jason Tatum.
Sarap din magpahinga pag galing ka sa biyahe. Ang ano pa naman, tarik pa naman ng packet sa makina. Ngalakad ako pa uwi. Back score. 4-9 si Lebron sa 3. Luka wala, tol. 4-14. Si Hachimura natutulig. Natutulig si Hachimura kaya na-open si Tatum. Ande si Tatum malakas sa off-ball, pre.
Oo, malakas sa off-ball. Tuling siya.
Oo. Ayun o, tanga, ligaw-ligaw si Tang o. Dumiretso si Holiday. Wala na magnet na. Pang o, kapit. Sabay, pwesto na to si Tanga. Super 3 Ito na. Ganito lagi intro natin eh. Panalo ko una, sabay susunod, tampak ako ang puwing. Oy, home court. Sumpa. Nagawa mo, day. Ito na, sinumpaan ng home court. Hachi ako dyan, tres. Mas mahirap magbantay kasi pag gano'n. Oo,
yung hirap bantayan.
Lahat. Sharpshooter lahat eh. Kaya Alvin din, putang yan. Talaga. Loob labas pa, no? Ito rin. Tatum. Si Brown naman, di naman ganun kalaki.
Game 1 of the NBA season. How does opening night feel
Di ganun kalaki.
the rest of the schedule?
Well, Kevin, it's the excitement of the
Sino ba minatchup mo kay Tatum?
comes in with the highest of expectations, right? You got new teammates, some new wrinkles, still a lot to figure out and shake out over the course of a long season.
Here are the starters for Los Angeles. We've got Austin Reeves, Hachimura out there with James. Then there's Luka Doncic, and it's Hayes in at the 5.
Nagre-reklamo ko kasi agad eh. Tangin to.
Doncic with it.
Aliyo.
Doncic missing.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Yeah, it's a great look for him. One, they'll try and manufacture again. Those are the shots you want him to take.
Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
Now look, when Porzingis has it there's not much you can do defensively.
Time now to turn to our sideline report.
Uy, dumobal team si Tanga.
Thank you, Kevin.
Mainit, tol.
Undoubtedly, their defensive focus is trying to limit Luka Doncic. Coach told me Luka is a great player who impacts the game.
Mainit sa D ang tropa ko.
No one has been able to shut him down. You just need to play with physicality
Mainit na rin
and
sa
make
D.
him work for everything. We'll see how they handle one of the toughest matchups in the NBA. Guys?
Thank you, David. Lakers on D. It's a three-point game. And out of bounds, Los Angeles gains possession.
Diyan, biyak na muna tayo. Whew! Dami ko nakain pag-uwi. Grabe. Nino pa ako, food trip eh. Nag-aapangulap pa lang ako sa sakyan.
Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. And Hayes kicks to Hachimura. Here's Reeves. Lakers working the ball around now. And Hayes.
Bubunaipit ako. Oo. Gago.
I know Reeves has been accused of hunting fouls before, Richard. Do you see that?
Oh, I don't know if it's all on Reeves. It's just the way the game is played. Great players learn how to put you in position to foul.
Ando na pala sa gilid si bro. Stop, bro.
Hunt away. You gotta love his hustle, leading the defense with no time to react. And all of a sudden, that man was just on the other end. Wow.
Now, here's Brown. Shoots over Hachimura. It's rebounded by Hayes.
And he felt like he needed a little bit more space with the fade to get off the shot, but that might have been what threw him off and made him miss.
And he gets the whistle. Two free throws.
Araw-araw lang ako.
That one is on Holiday.
Shoot. Shooting nga pala.
Is impressive. A walking triple-double threat every night.
Greg, you think about oversized point guards, and the gold standard has always been Magic Johnson. Now you look at Luka Doncic, and he's certainly big for that position.
Definitely some positive similarities, right? But the big difference is one of those guys. And that's not a knock on Doncic.
Yung mga nakaw-play nung pro ng 2K tol eh. Biglang iipitin ng off-ball, no?
And here is Doncic. After Jason Tatum getting his shot to go from deep. Doncic buries the jump shot.
Pala yun. Patingin ako kay LeBron.
He's such a polished shooter. You can't give Doncic these kinds of opportunities, or he's going to burn you.
Doncic against Holiday. Brown outside. Back to Holiday. And Holiday throws it down.
The athletic ability of Holiday on full display there.
LA's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Reeves with the screen on Holiday. It's good. 8 points for him.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. Just dream of them. You will gladly take those.
And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, to the paint, throws it down as the official calls the foul. It may be a 3-point play. It's on Porzingis.
Just a super unselfish guy. Doncic is all for getting his guys going. Enjoys setting the table.
And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania. He's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Thanks. And this summer saw the passing of Laker legend, three-time basketball Hall of Famer with a logo, Jerry West, an all-star every year of his outstanding playing career before going on to have such a successful career as a coach and as an executive. Guys, this league will bear his imprint forever. Jerry West will be missed.
An all-time great for sure. Okay, Shams, we appreciate the reporting. And the foul on Drew Holiday. That's foul number 2 for him.
Square yun talaga.
That's his second foul committed with a lot of game left. Gotta be careful.
Here's Doncic. He's got 8. Lobbed up there for Hachimura.
Nakakarang si Brown doon, tol. May pader yun eh. Doon taas.
It's time now to look at the
Invisible wall.
NBA's top shooting teams from a season ago. The Lakers second.
Hard to shoot the ball any better than they did. I mean, they weren't the best in the league, but, man, they were right there.
James against Tatum. Hachimura grabs the miss.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty.
Pass to James. And he's going up for the alley-oop.
Dang, na-switch.
By Hachimura.
Nabasa yun.
And that play showcasing Hachimura's hops. He just pops up and slams that one home.
White against Reeves to stop the run. And it's White missing.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Here's Doncic.
You see why Porzingis is one of the best shot blockers in the league all the length.
White, good.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
Doncic looking it over. Over Holiday. Jaylen Brown with the rebound.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to be falling.
And Holiday kicks to Brown. Back to Holiday. Terrific assist. A nice finish. Solid play.
Di lang pang pamilya, pang sports pa.
Drew can more than handle himself down low.
Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. Here's Hayes.
Kapalit kami ni ano.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
Offensive rebounding is about hustle and determination. Huge.
Wow, gustong bastasin na.
Holiday against Doncic. And it's a defensive 3-second
Ako.
violation. And let's take a moment, guys. To return to this 20
Shot naman yan, tol.
Good start.
Sayang.
Scoring at close range. Solid fundamentals so far in this one.
And the other thing, I love how they're playing up tonight, getting into ball handlers and forcing some turnovers.
Now, here's Doncic. He's got 8.
Bawal.
Nice D from Porzingis.
And already they've staked out a noticeable advantage in terms of aggression and control.
Bawal.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
I'm sure
Yo,
they'll
na
think
tay.
twice about shooting against him
Eh,
next
kira.
And it goes down 2
Yo na,
He's
tambak
looked
na.
practically unstoppable this quarter. The defense, yeah, well, they haven't had many answers for him.
Over in the corner, Porzingis. Tatum on the wing. Back to Porzingis. Celtics passing it around. Like it's 6. Tries from 10. It's rebounded by Doncic. Lakers leading by 7. With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Kevin, thanks. If you think Luka Doncic makes amazing shots in games, you should see his trick shots. It's legendary stuff with his teammates. Luka says, I'm just making them up. I like to have fun, so sometimes I just try some new stuff. And of course, Kevin, he always feels like they're going in.
Thank you, D.A. He is a magician with the ball. A very creative mind and it's fun to watch. Here's Porzingis. Rui Hachimura picking up that last basket. Outside Holiday. It's Los Angeles. Hayes has got his
Palasabay.
right now in the game.
Batang palasabay.
Doncic sticks to Hayes. From the arc. That doesn't go either for Doncic.
Slow going for him this quarter. The defense putting up a good fight.
And Holiday has it in the
Nakarecover.
corner. To the inside. James. Finished off by LeBron.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Yeah, they haven't appeared in a rush at all. They are just playing to their strengths and building this lead out well.
And it's White missing.
Oh, shoot.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
James against Brown. Doncic outside. For three. Nailed three-point land. Doncic has got 13.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
Tatum on the wing. Covered by LeBron. Tatum kicks to Porzingis to end the cold streak. Los Angeles.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he is putrid here this quarter. Now, 3 fouls for him already. And now
gusto panalo lagi.
think about sitting him down.
Wait pag hindi, no?
He's got 13. And again, Los Angeles.
Ayoko na, Tay. Ayoko na talaga.
They got off to such a hot start, and that can keep you energized throughout the whole game.
Here's Holiday. He has 7 over in the corner. Brown. LeBron against Tatum. And there's Brown. That's good on the assist by Tatum.
Night in, night out. Brown just makes plays.
And here is Doncic.
Umol pa!
3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point.
Free throw pa! Wala, kantot. Yan, tinatawag na kantot. Tang-inong niya, pinaul pa yun. What the heck are you thinking, Force?
With regularity, and they are pounding it down low. And we'll be back with you shortly.
Ano? Bakbakan, no? Per game, no?
And glad to have you with us, folks. Second quarter basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this
neck and neck.
Guys, the Lakers are pretty much in control here.
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
In rebounding numbers, sometimes we overlook them, but they can have a big effect on the outcome.
The post pair. Tatum and Porzingis. Holiday in the backcourt. To his side is White. And it's Brown in at the free slot. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics. Now here's Tatum. The kick out to Brown from downtown.
And that's terrific D by Hachimura. He's shown he has some strength to match up against.
Hey.
Defensive settings. Ang nililito to. Dapat defensive settings lang. Nililito ka dyan eh.
Ay, huwag mo turuan. Joke lang. Wala na, tinuruan na ako. Hindi ko na sarili to pag nanalo ako. Parang galing na sa'yo.
First team foul. Doncic outside. Down low. Here's Hayes. And Hayes throws it down.
Double bigla. Bagay, yung lakas na kasi nag-o-auto pag mainit eh.
Celtics trail by 19. Outside Holiday. Brown sets a screen for Holiday. Back to Brown. 6 to shoot. The tray. The shot is good. It's a 5 tries.
A consistent shot for him. Brown likes the threes.
Hindi makakita ng papasahan, tinira na lang.
All-NBA second team. That was big, wasn't it?
Yeah, Kevin made Jalen eligible for the Supermax signing for that 5-year extension in July of 23. At the time, the largest contract in NBA history.
Wala na, hindi na napasa yun. Dapat dakdak na yun.
That's definitely been a factor in cracking this game.
Yun.
High IQ pass by LeBron. He reads the floor and gets it to the open shooter.
Boston's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter. So inside, here's
Showing off his pure athleticism, Brown with the memorable finish.
And on the AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you can see how impressive that move was. James against Tatum. And here's Doncic from the arc. And Tatum pulls it down.
And after connecting twice from deep in the first quarter, he hasn't been able to throw it in the second.
And here's Doncic from the arc. They get it back.
Ayop, ayong ina mo.
Working the ball around now. James finds Hachimura. James, a screen on Brown. The Lakers need to get a shot off.
Hirap pag nagpalit ka.
And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. They trail by 16. Last time these two teams came together was also in this building. They were able to win it for the home fans.
Yeah, and that one, their intensity on the offensive end was not matched by their opponent. That led to some easy buckets.
And on top of probably having the better talent, they never let up. Great effort, great win.
And you watch Jason Tatum, year to year, he is a model of consistency. Across the board, the numbers are pretty similar, and the effort never wanes.
Greg, you've been a part of some great contending teams. What's it like being on a team at the bottom of the standings with nothing for the regular season?
Well, Kevin, no one likes it, but it can certainly take a toll. But also allow you to play more freely when you know you're bad and you're not having to deal with the pressure of expectations.
Now, here's Doncic. 18 points for him. Over White. That doesn't go either for Doncic.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down. He is that open.
Ay, kala ko malaki.
Fast break. The Lakers. Here's LeBron. Takes it off the glass. LeBron's got 6 points.
Still moving down the floor like a freight train. LeBron remains a force on the break.
White looking around. Pass to Tatum. The kick out to Holiday. 5 on the clock. Here's White.
Nagpalit pala sila. Oo. Kaya pala, tangina mali-balik sa ako.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
On the wing, James. Hayes with it. And here is Doncic. White covering. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession.
Sobra, forma.
Boston Celtics upcoming schedule. On Monday, they'll be taking on Jonas Valanciunas and the Sacramento Kings. And then on Wednesday, they'll go up against Devin Booker.
Hindi, timeout lang. Ewan ko ba't challenge.
That'll be their fourth outing in this young season. Coach will want to have his team starting to build a rhythm by then.
Here's Holiday. He's got 7. Pass to Tatum. And here is Brown. On the wing, Holiday. Here's Porzingis. With a 24-second buzzer signaling shot clock violation.
Hindi naman ako pumap. Nag-spin lang ako.
16. And stolen by White. Outside Holiday. In the corner, Tatum with it. Trying to find White. Gets it to him. Back to Tatum. 5 to shoot. And White kicks to Porzingis. The Lakers with the rebound.
Ayoko na talaga.
Got his 4th rebound in this one.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason
Iwan.
they're in control.
That one falls.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution.
Outside Tatum. Back to Holiday. to the middle. Here's Porzingis. Off on the layup.
And another miss. He's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. And here's
Yeah.
Doncic from the arc.
Oh, man, for whatever reason, he can't get it going from three, and he's pretty good from there.
Inside. Off the mark. And
Ang
the clock
inang yan.
continues.
Hindi ako makadali.
Los Angeles leading by 18. Pass to Hayes. Doncic against White. James up top. 17 points for him last game against Chicago. Yep, that one goes.
And I like that they're not settling. Getting the ball on the interior. 8 of their last 10 coming that way.
And RJ, the combination of Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown winning a title together. That's something else.
There was some small talk going around about breaking them up. Good thing for the Celtic front office, they kept them both. In their first 7 seasons as a duo, they have 5 trips to the conference. That is a ridiculous run.
No one near Reeves as he lets it go. A three-pointer off the mark.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's Brown. He takes it in. It's held in by Los Angeles. LeBron's got 5 rebounds tonight. Hachimura, the pass to LeBron. And they double up James. Taken away by Holiday. Here we go with Holiday running it up the court. Beyond the arc. Connects from 3-point range. Holiday's got 10 points.
Pulling up.
Bilang pampamilya,
This is why you
pa.
want to put up on Holiday defensively.
James kicks to Doncic. Shoots the 3. LeBron outside. And stolen by Tatum. And pushing it up. Here's Boston. Back to Holiday. Over in the corner. White. Shot clock at 6. And here's Tatum for 3.
Ay.
James has got 6 rebounds here tonight.
They've shown some strength in the paint today. Their work on the board has been impressive.
Inong yan. Ayop kayo. Nangyari sa'yo, sa inyo, sapot na kayo bigla.
It's stolen by White. And now White pushing it up and no one back to stop him.
Yeah!
And he continues to cast away. But the
Nasupport ang Boston, second game.
Doncic outside. It's stolen by White. And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla has talked about the 2 J's, Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. He says they've been lumped together because they play a similar position, but they don't have to be similar. You've got to be express who they are and not constantly compare to each other. They're not the same. Kevin?
Back, David, remember a couple of years ago, there was some thought that maybe one would be traded. They're still together.
Wala talaga, pre.
Lakers leading by 17. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
It's pretty strange. I mean,
Pang Elder Ring na yung ano ko.
what got into his head right there.
Pang Elder Ring na yung
Here's
pulso ko.
Doncic. He's coming off a 34-point game against Chicago.
Tangin na, pre, dun na ako sa Godskin duo. Yung dalawang kumot, puking inong yun.
Here's Holiday. 10
Magre-respond.
points for him. Tatum on the wing. Lets it go. And that one's good. His second basket of 4.
Yun yung cold
50%.
Porzingis.
Probably his most
Diba
dangerous
daddy?
weapon. Tatum just has a smooth jumper. That's his second, and I think they'll keep him in, but he's got to be careful. He'll carry it, and he'll sit for the rest of the half.
For Los Angeles, they've hit most of their free throws tonight.
Protect the
5 of 6.
ball.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
Richard, the Celtics have been among the NBA's elites for quite a while now.
Well, they've been a title contender every year for almost a decade now. Even with several coaching changes over that time, they've been the model of consistency.
Now here's Porzingis.
Anong play
Just
yan?
5 to shoot. The Celtics need to get a shot off. The wide open look here for
Tong
Holiday.
ina, pinabayaan bigla.
Holiday's got 6 in the quarter.
That's his second triple of the quarter and third of the game. Keep building.
Doncic outside.
Shoot pa nga.
And through the first half, a pretty lopsided affair. Los Angeles on top, up by 16. And we'll be back with you right after this.
Kaya pa ba yan? Oy, so ayoko na. Tinatapos ko kasi yung Alexander Quest. Doon na ako sa mga dragon. Ha? Kaya nga, doon, hindi, kailangan ko panlabanan si ni Duo. Yun na, next na. Lalabanan ko si Alexander?
Thank you for being with us.
Si Alexander? O, patayin mo nga pagkatapos. Ikaw, pakita mo ang skill mo. Hindi. Hina-hina na karakter ko eh.
Celtics trail by 16. So the Lakers
Init
right
ko.
now. LeBron James is out there with Rui Hachimura. Then there's Luka Doncic. Then it's Austin Reeves. And it's Hayes in at the center position. Now here is Holiday. And again,
Putong ina.
There's 6 points on consecutive three-ball.
Hindi, joke lang. Hindi ako nag-in.
Finding holes now in the deep.
James with it. Now guarded by Tatum. Here's Doncic. And Boston with the rebound. Tatum's got 6 rebounds in the game. Nice ball movement by Boston. Holiday finds White. Hachimura against Tatum. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots over Hachimura. Tatum's shot is off. And so Doncic will bring it up for L.A. That will be their second of this game road trip.
Laki ng braso nun.
Doncic has got 24.
And really, Doncic can score from any area. His arsenal is very impressive.
Porzingis with the ball, working on Hayes. Porzingis inside, covered by Hayes. Over the last few seasons, we've seen the resurgence of Porzingis. And Richard, it has been fun to watch.
Kevin, he's been effective on both sides of the ball. He's always
but
his recent fit has really improved his play.
And something you see with the Lakers, they really trust their role players, don't they, Richard?
Yeah, LeBron does a great job of empowering his group. That's why he's top 5 in the league all time in assists. If you earn his trust, he will give you a ton of space to work. The Lakers know that they can only go as far as their great group of role players.
They're doing work here in the second half, 3 or 4 to start.
Holiday looking over the floor. Brown trying to find Porzingis. Gets it to him. Takes a 3. It's hauled in by LeBron.
When you're already struggling, that's not gonna get it.
And Hayes throws it down.
Wala na to, Tay.
Execution on the offense.
Tapusin mo na yun. Duo.
On the table right now.
It's caused them to pull away a bit. Let's see if they can keep the train on the tracks.
Now here's Porzingis. Porzingis with a screen on Doncic. Holiday with the 3.
Nice
from Doncic.
Rough start to the second half.
Uy, saan ako pupunta?
One of the past 4 shots to fall.
Porzingis comes with the double team. Doncic against Brown. Back to Hayes. Porzingis with the rebound. Porzingis has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. And LeBron. Doncic with it. Here's 29. Green for 2 points. Doncic has got 9 points now in just the second half.
They're in strong position coming down the stretch, and he is a big reason why.
Holiday dishes to Brown. To the paint. Here's Tatum. Outside, White. Tatum at the elbow. Over LeBron. Again, missed by the Celtics.
Let's just say his subpar shooting is just one reason why they are trailing in these ball games.
And here's Doncic from the arc. It's hauled in by Brown.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Tatum passes to Holiday. Fades. And a little like that. Lakers lead by 21. James a screen on White. The three for Doncic. Rebounded by the Celtics.
Locking the arc down. Defense knows it's on them to scare off those shots.
Holiday dishes to White. To the inside. Taken away by Hayes. Doncic with it. And
Diretso.
Nice finish on the
Tangin yung matik pang sumablay, gago.
10 points and 12 rebounds.
Oh, what a pass. And then he lays it in with the circus move.
So smooth. And Holiday kicks to White. Back to Holiday for the three.
Wala talaga.
The miss.
Nag-iba yung pulso ko, naging pang babae.
Near the three-point line, it's Doncic.
If he gets that look again, he should take it. You can't let one miss scare you off of a very good shot.
Sabaw itong laro na to,
in warm-up.
Even though he is capable of hitting that shot, I'd like to see him work for a better look in that situation.
And sometimes his defenses sleep on Doncic's ability to elevate. He is capable of throwing it down.
Holiday finds Tatum. Down low. And slam dunk by Tatum.
Well, I guess we can give him credit for not getting discouraged. They're still playing hard. He's doing his job out there.
Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down.
Talk about putting a team on your back. He has been dominant this quarter, and I don't think they are winning without him.
Pass to Tatum. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
One of the craziest dunks we've seen. Tatum with the bounce.
Crazy.
And they're bringing you up close and personal on the AT&T 5G.
Crazy.
And that one drops for him.
Pick works well there. Not much resistance from the D.
Yeah, that just comes down to a lack of effort. The defender has to do a better job fighting through the screen.
Now here is Holiday. 16 points for him. Tatum on the wing. Covered by LeBron. Just 4 to shoot. Tatum.
Ganda
back to the rim. And here's the Lakers. They're on a 19-7 run. Brown against James. Porzingis with the
fast off the floor to challenge shots. Porzingis, this helps him get a lot of blocks.
Hindi ko na tempo.
Los Angeles has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Doncic passes to James. Doncic against White. The three.
Box out.
Kicks it out to James. Pass to Doncic. LeBron sets the screen for Doncic. And it's Hayes in the corner. Second chance effort. Comes up empty down low.
Defense pulled out all the stops to shut him down there.
White with it. Defended by Reed. It's stolen by Hachimura. Moving it up.
3v1 ang
Reeves
puta.
gets the bucket. Reeves has got his first points of the game.
Nakabawi, Lakers.
And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle stats for the Lakers.
Great heads-up defensive play tonight, creating offensive opportunities opportunities for themselves by forcing deflections.
Another place they've had the upper hand tonight is in transition. They've gotten a bunch of their points off the fast break.
And the Celtics with possession here after the basket by the Lakers. Here's Porzingis. Rebound by the Lakers. Hayes has got 15 rebounds here tonight. Holiday against Doncic. 1:36 left in the third quarter. Inside.
Ay, mistil din yun. Grabe naman kayo. Grabe naman kayo, Lakers. Ay, Boston. Nakakatangan nyo.
After this one, they're off to
Tangan nyo tonight.
and sets in motion a 4-game road trip for him. Now here's White. Holiday finds Brown. Another miss.
You pay.
Desperately need a bucket. And Los Angeles guys shooting 55% from the floor. They're feeling very confident offensively. The Celtics shooting an ugly 27% since halftime. Oh, tried to dunk it home, but through the foul. It's on Luka Doncic. RJ, we've seen multiple All-Star games for Jaylen Brown. Can he become a superstar?
Sweldo na sa wakas. Bigyan kita 5H day.
You are now a superstar, and Jaylen Brown is
Biyernes. Tangay na dalawang sablay.
GA, these Boston Celtics are questionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Si Luka Reeves.
Excellent instincts.
Si Mrs. Luka.
They are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with them.
Here's White, and he could not get them one to go. Out of contact, and they'll go to the line for two. And Derek White, he's one of the most valuable guards, Richard, in the NBA.
White can play the one.
Biglang lakas nga rin to talaga si White, no, pre? Kaya nag-champion sila din dahil dito rin. Maraming lahat sila Lakas din ni White talaga. Sino? Si White ang pinalit kaya Kawhi. Guard, no?
Here's Reeves. He's got 5. Shot clock at 5. Back to Doncic. From deep. And the
Oy!
From deep.
The skill of Doncic.
Playground.
30, it makes him an impossible matchup defensively.
Outside Holiday sinks the triple. Holiday's got 19 points.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of
Step back. Hey, ba't ka naman nag-go-shoot?
And boy, did he get up
Perfect
quick
violation.
to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
Oh, kasado na nga nila.
Brown deciding where to go. No luck with that time on the buzzer beater. It's been all Luka Doncic. This has been a remarkable game for him offensively. Anytime you get over the 40-point mark, it's been
Very sarap niya, no? Tumiming sa ano.
We'll be right back after this.
God skill lalabanan mo.
Ano pang weapon mo?
Yun pa rin. Meron akong plus 9 na... Ano to? Rivers of Blood. Rivers of Blood.
Kaya na yun, gamitin kami.